Hello everyone. Hope all of you are doing good with your family. I'm Sachin Kalia. Welcome to Azure Talk. Along with me is my dear friend Abhishek Matre. Hi Abhishek, how are you
Hi,
doing?
Sachin. I'm doing good. Thank you very much for asking and thanks for warm welcome. How are you doing today?
All good, thank you.
Great.
So guys, we have brought a new session for you and which will be related to how can we create a multi-stage pipeline and how can we create multiple slots related to that. So Abhishek will be demonstrating you about each bit of the details related to that. Abhishek, over to you.
Thank you, Sachin. Thank you very much. And without delay, I am sharing my screen so that you can get what we wanted to do with this
Yeah,
session today. So my
I
core
can see.
purpose is to create. Yeah, my core purpose is to create the different deployment slots in the on the Azure for a particular web application so that I can push my code into three different branches at the same time. And they can be go through the release pipeline and build, first build pipeline, then the release pipeline and deploy into their respective slots. Yeah,
Perfect, perfect. Looks like an enterprise solution you are providing.
this is my Azure DevOps project with the name of Azure Talk project. We have already done various demonstration on this project. So my code is ready, having very basic .NET Core application. And currently I am using three different branches: master, bugfix, QA, and UAT. But I'm excluding bugfix for the today's demonstration. I would be using QA, UAT, and master, right? And on the same page, I have created one blank application on Azure portal. You can see go to my resource groups, and under this resource group RG web app web apps. So this is my new resource group. Let me expand it. Resource group, and it has the DevOps demo web app, blank application. It has nothing relevant to anything which I have shown in the Azure Talk project as of now. And if you wanted to see this, currently the content of this website is this, which would be replaced with my own content coming soon. Right.
Perfect.
So moving to Azure Talk project on DevOps, first activity is to create a build pipeline. We have, as I said, we have already done various demonstration on different areas of this code. So don't worry about it. I'm going to create a very new pipeline. Click on the new pipeline, and I'm choosing classic editor for my this demonstration. My code base is Azure repo, Git, and currently I'm going to create a build pipeline for master. Continue, and because my code is ASP.NET Core, so I'm going to select this option, and there would be the various tasks by default given. I'm selecting the first pipeline and see no changes required. Maybe I can rename it with production. This name I'm giving, okay, and going to restore. No change I don't see is required in the build also. No change I don't see it is required, and similarly with others. So I'm quickly going and just saving it as of now. Uh, prod, that's it. Save. I'm not running the build pipeline as of now. Okay. In the same way, I have to create the same similar kind of pipeline for other two options, which is QA and UAT. So I believe you can do the same exercise on your own. So I'm excluding this part. So for the convenience of my audience, I have created three different build pipeline for QA, UAT, and prod. They, as the name suggests, every build itself is targeting to their own respective branches. How can you check it? You can go to any of the branch, go here and edit the pipeline, and go to the get resource. You will find the kind of branch you are connected with. So in this way, you can check all these three. So other option is now build pipeline is completely ready for all three different environments. Now another step is to go to the release pipeline. But I would recommend you to go to the Azure portal first and go to your web, blank application and create the three number of deployment slots. One is for production, QA, and UAT. So how can we do it? Go to the web application and there would be an option deployment slots. Click on this. Currently, if you see, there's only the one slot is available that is meant for production. By default, it is available with 100% traffic. We can go and add the slot. Click here. I'll give name QA, right? Add slot, add. And the same way, I would create another slot which is called UAT. Let it be created. I have created three different slots. One is by default provided by Azure, which is called production. Second is for QA, and third is for UAT. Is now to go to release and create a new release. Click on the new pipeline, and by default, it will give you the blank artifact and the one stage with the name of stage one. So we have to select one, basically template where we need to go to, share our code base. So apply, and the stage name I'm changing from stage one to QA, right? Click on this. Similarly, we can create various other stages. Like for example, I am going to create a new pipeline and Azure App Service deployment. Apply, and it would be UAT. There are options. Like if you wanted to continue from QA to UAT, that is fine. If you wanted to create a very fresh deployment slot, so you can just go there and delete it. We can do that also. Here, create new stage, like this. So here we go and we'll create the stage name UAT, and one another stage is, so another third stage is production, and selecting the same way, giving the name prod. So that is the hierarchy we are going to follow. Now what we have to do, we have to add the artifacts first. Click on the artifact, and all three different artifacts have to be added. Like for QA, add, and similarly we have to add another artifact for UAT. And one more artifact for production. Yeah, all three artifacts are now in place. All three stages are now in place. We need to just add the tasks for each stage. So there would be options like, first one is that stage name. Click on this, and you have to pass your subscription. Once you pass your subscription, it will ask for the app service name where you really wanted to deploy this. So I'm selecting DevOps Demo Web App, and then this web app under which I wanted to deploy my application, right? Okay, go to the run on agent. Because we have the three different artifacts, we have to go down and select which artifact we wanted to place in this particular slot. So currently I've chosen QA, so QA has to be selected, and rest to UAT has to be deselected, and another production has to be deselected. So this option was left, which is now filled. Deploy to slot on app service environment. My current resource group name is RG Web App, and where I wanted to deploy this under which slot, it is QA. Now go to the another UAT one. Same kind of setting would do in UAT as well. So go here, select the subscription, name of the app service where we wanted to really deploy this. So my application name is this. Go to the run on agent, and don't change anything here because we are onto UAT. So I deselect the QAT part and select only UAT. Right? Go to deployment service, and here choose a deployment slot. Pass the resource group here, and go to the which slot you wanted to deploy on. This is UAT. Yeah. And all things are okay. Similarly, go back to prod. Same settings have to be done on the production as well.
Yeah.
The subscription, app service name. Go to run an agent. Here, this have to be deselected. UAT also have to be deselected. Only the production has to be done. Right? Go back to your deployment, deploy Azure service. Select the resource group. Go to production. Production will remain production. Yeah. So no change, and all done. So now we can save. Give a name, release. I'm saving it. Once it is saved, it is now up to you. Go back to the pipeline, and your pipeline is now ready. You can just go and edit. Everything is in place. Now thing is left. You can even start this pipeline automatically, or you can just do the manual intervention. So for automatically, what you can do is go for the QA, and here just enable this activity. Similarly for UAT, go here and just enable it for triggering based. Both the builds are triggered based, but it is always suggested to stay back with the production, because release team has to be there to invoke this production release. So for this demonstration, I am doing production deployment manually, but rest QA and UAT will go automatically. How to do it? Go and save it. Save, for example. Okay. Right. Now you can go to your pipeline, build a pipeline, and make, or maybe your repo, and make certain change into your, I'm currently on the QA branch, see here, and I'm going here, pages, maybe index.html, edit. I'm saying demonstration on the build pipeline with QA release. Yeah, and just commit it. Commit. As soon as you will commit, your build pipeline would start. So you see my latest build has been invoked and successfully run just now. It has taken 20 seconds. And now I'll do the same activity for the UAT and prod as well. Then go to the repo and select the UAT branch, and kind of similar change I would make here. Pages, index, edit, demonstration on build pipeline on UAT. I think that's it. Then you commit it, commit, and same with the other one, production, master branch. So check-in, production pipeline check-in, and edit, and build. That's it, and save. Save. Go quickly to Azure pipeline and see, yeah, your UAT and production is also started already, and we'll now move back to the release pipeline. So in the release pipeline, once it is built successfully, you see the release is also successfully deployed. You can check it here. Go to the QA, and you see I have received the email also, my successfully built and deployment. So you see it is now successfully built and released to my appropriate
slot.
Web, yeah, an appropriate slot. Now we can see all the releases for QA, UAT, and prod seems to be successfully done, and it is a time to check into the Azure portal whether they are successfully deployed or not. Let me jump into my portal, and this is my QA and slot, and let me go back to the slots. Let's see what your QAT says. Yeah, this is my QAT slot. That is my UAT link. See, earlier the application seems different, and this time it is coming with the latest check-in, check-out, what we have done through our pipeline. So UAT pipeline check-in, you can see the difference here, right? And this is the production one. Yeah, production environment is also here. So that is sequence of how you can start building your application through Azure DevOps. How can you release your application through DevOps, along with the different stages and different branches, right? So I conclude this demonstration with this this idea like you can, that is completely in your hand how you wanted to manage your DevOps pipeline. Over to you, Sachin.
Perfect, Abhishek. Yeah, I can see that it is slightly complex in nature, but once you gradually start working upon such environment, then it comes in your nature, and you can easily create such pipeline. So I would urge to our audience, if they confront any issue while building up the same environment whichever we have created recently, just drop us a message onto our Facebook group, which is as your talk, or you can mention your issues over the description of a video.
So I
Yeah,
would like to confess one thing here is, because at the time of creation of this complete video, we also faced several number of glitches, but the glitches are there to make you expert. So we have tried to come out of this, and we brought some solution for you. So thank you very
agree.
much.
And you can reach me on .netpiper.com as well, which is my own blog, and you can reach me through Twitter handle, which is @.netpiper. Abhishek, share
Mine
your
is
inputs.
@Abhi I'm available on Twitter along with the Facebook page, which you can see on the backside of both the walls. Azure Talk is a group where we both can easily be find out, and you can put out your query. You can share your knowledge there as well. Thank you very much for watching this, and expecting you to get back with us for the new video series. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.